Hello and welcome back to Nothing to Do With You. I am Aaron. This is Memo. What's the crack, Memo? How you been keeping?
How are you? How are you, Aaron? I'm good, man. How are you keeping?
I'm good, all good. A lot happening in the world of WWE at the moment.
Definitely, yeah.
Everybody's talking. Everybody. So, before we get into this, we're going to talk about the WrestleMania press conference. We're going to show some stuff on the screen, go through it. Before we get into it, let's just set the scene. So, last time we talked was Cody Rhodes won the Rumble.
Yep.
So, next night on Raw, he comes out. Everybody wants to know who's he challenging.
Yep.
Seth Rollins interrupts him. Pretty much goads him into... slags him off, pretty much saying the World Heavyweight Championship is the working man's title, and that would be the belt that his dad would choose and go for. Cody's all cut up about it anyway, and we never get an answer. So, fast forward to Friday on SmackDown, where Roman Reigns comes out, Bloodline comes out, everybody in tow wants to know, pretty much, well, he doesn't want to know, he doesn't care, he was going for his title. Tells Cody he's a loser and to go for the secondary belt and all this.
Yeah.
Cody comes out, confronts him face to face. You think he's going to go for the title, and just before he does, he announces that I know somebody that knows you very, very well, that I've been getting counsel and advice from, and The Rock turns up. And now let's say the crowd live went wild, and we're left with, in the ring, The Rock facing Roman Reigns, which looks like it's going to be who's the leader of the Bloodline. Mm-hmm. And that's where we're left. And then everybody around the world is up in arms saying Cody got screwed. And that's where we're at. And now we're going to the WrestleMania press conference, which just happened last night, I think, wasn't it? Last night. We only heard bits and pieces of it, and this is our first kind of time watching it. Well, it's your first time, definitely. So
just before we go forward, though, before the press conference,
yeah,
there was an Instagram post left by Cody Rhodes say he's now made up his mind and he knows who he's challenging at WrestleMania, and this video will come with this video. So hope you can watch along with us and enjoy the.
Yeah, you said that. I missed that. So yeah. No, I
hopefully.
I'm not a Cody.
I know more now with this.
I'm not a Cody crybaby like people, you know.
Cody the Conqueror. Get that movement going.
Don't.
Screw the.
So here we go. So we're starting off with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has come out and he's doing his usual stick. So just to preface, this video is about 20 minutes long. We're just gonna go through. I'm gonna pause that real quick. We're just gonna go through the press conference with Cody, Seth, and whoever else. Cody.
No spoilers, never.
Well, no spoilers. Okay, we're gonna go just through this segment of the press conference. We will talk about the rest of it, but this is the main one that we want to talk about, that we want to go through, that everybody seems to be talking about.
We are on the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
Not long now.
WrestleMania XL.
58 days.
The biggest WrestleMania of all time.
Loving the suit, man.
Green seal.
Now, what do you
If I wore that, I'd be a leprechaun.
To the chase, we get ourselves the main event. Now, I'm not the man to make that decision.
Here we go.
I'm just a prize at the end of the road.
What do you think of the belt?
So what do you say?
It's growing on me. I like it.
The man who can make that decision.
It's like a rip-off of the big gold. I prefer the big gold. Should have brought back the big gold.
I think Seth's pulling out for the weight to it, though.
Royal Rumble winner.
He's the working horse champion of the Peak Hall.
I think we had to come up with something. Oh, yes! My tribal chief. Down. Roman.
No, Cody's not here, man. We shouldn't be bowing down. This is Roman Reigns.
Did he not beat Cody last year?
That's last year. That's the past. That's moving towards the future.
Oh, conveniently forgetting. Had to say, I love that team music as well. Thank God they changed it. Thank God they changed it from the Shield music for that.
Talking about belts, look at that Undisputed Championship, man. Much nicer than the other one, I think. That whole black and gold and red.
Actually, speaking of the Shield, there you go.
Yeah. If you're allowed to mention them, what we need is Dean Ambrose now. We have a reunion.
Moxley.
Moxley now, yeah.
What a bum.
What a bum.
Well, here, look at that gold. Look at that belt. The undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Still think that's a mouthful. Just keep him the Spirit Championship.
Well, yeah, he's a proper champion. He's the true champion. He's not that fake belt like set.
You said the same about the WWE belt when it first came out. They grow on you after a while.
Well, no, well, we got the red one grew me a lot. It grew me so much I got it. Not only that, plus Finn Balor was the first one to have it, so Finn Balor, you know. Paul Heyman, Mikey, shaky hand for the mic. He's so good, man. Got Tribal Chief chant going, a few people. And remember, he's in Las Vegas. And remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whoa.
Acknowledge me.
Shut.
Acknowledge me! Come on, Memo, acknowledge him.
Yeah, man, it's not Cody Rhodes.
Cody Cook.
Cody the Conqueror.
Cody Cook, let's get hashtag Cody Cooks.
Hey guys, he showed up for work once.
He showed up for work. Oh, I love it. Love it, man. He showed up for work.
Just bear with us, folks. Having some technical difficulties.
Technical. Here we go, we're back.
Good to see you, big brother.
Apologies if it starts buffering, but
Shoes.
I didn't pay the bills. Electricity costs a lot these days. Especially when you're running a light show down here.
Let's talk about Cody Rhodes.
What?
The man who can't make his own choice, huh?
Whoa.
Mr. Hesitation.
There you go. Speaking the truth here.
Here's a life lesson, kids. If you hesitate, your moment's gonna move on. And that's what's happened to Cody Rhodes.
Mr.
It's no
Bo.
longer his decision. It's now your tribal chief's decision. That's exactly how it works. Thank you. So tonight,
Seth Rollins. That's not how it works.
choose who faces me in the main event of WrestleMania.
He's a side baron, not Cody.
Get this bum out of here, will you?
Get this bum out of here. Oh, look at his fake title. Oh.
I choose.
So, who is the Tribal Chief going to choose?
Spans one, Bill.
Got people shouting Cody, man.
His decision after all.
I choose The Rock.
Oh, The Rock. He's after choosing his cousin.
Tribal combat.
Shocker.
Yeah, the title.
This
Oh,
instant.
And here comes The Rock now. Perfect timing. This is the match we all want to see.
there we go.
This is the match I want to see. I want to see The Rock. Could be the last time we ever see him fight in a ring, The Rock. What do you think?
I just love the way they were saying last year. He's not in no fit condition to actually wrestle. This year he plays such a comeback for him. How is that man not?
How is he not fit?
Like,
He's...
so bogus statement WWE.
What? The people's eyebrow? The people's eyebrow?
Electric.
Man, that music is class though. Just a minute here.
Best team, I think. Did like the original.
Is that not the original?
No, it's changed a couple of times. That's the most recent one.
I liked when they slowed it down though. Remember when he went here that
The
time?
helicopter going.
Yeah, the helicopter man. That was savage with the, yeah.
Also, lunch lads, probably having a drink with us.
I'm on the droid tonight. I'm driving me crazy. Did you see him on Pat McAfee's show? The promo we put. That's where we're getting Cody Crybabies from, by the way. It's a bit of a heel promo, wasn't it?
From what I've heard, I'm seeing more of this now.
Hey, calm down, cool your jets. You what? What's that Cody fanboy?
He's not even out yet, man. Give him some
Just somewhere,
time.
it's The Rock.
He's getting ready.
It's The Rock. We got The Rock here.
I do pay allegiance to the Great One now, to be fair.
You what?
I do pay allegiance to the Great One now, to be fair.
You can't slag off The Rock. So let's just set the mood here. So we'll just pause there for a second. So far we've got Seth Rollins. He's after calling out Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns came out instead. The tribal chief.
Shit.
Roman Reigns says Cody missed the boat. He didn't call out either of them. So far. And now we got The Rock come out. So did we just have, just looking at this now, did we just have Roman Reigns challenge The Rock at WrestleMania?
It looks that way.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll play. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
He's gonna say it. Oh, mixed reaction for The Rock. What you think? See, he got rid of his tattoo. The Brahma bull. Yeah, he got a bigger bull than it, but I prefer the old one.
I can't make out what the new tattoo is actually. Like a skull or something.
Yeah, it's a dead bull.
Was it?
Yeah, see the horns on it. Let's see it when it's up close. Oh! Place is building.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Let The Rock ask you a question.
So class. Man, what a showman.
Build them up.
Building up to it.
Good.
He milked it there for a few. Milked it.
It was like he was hesitant to, man.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like he was. You're right. It's like he was seeing what the reaction was.
That Roman Reigns is gonna.
So sorry about this again. Just a bit of buffering, but here we go. We're back.
Rock's acknowledging Roman's challenge, man.
He's acknowledging. There's a photo there for you. All three of them on the stage.
And just remember what Triple H said earlier on in this press conference. 40's going to be a big one. Shaping up to be a big one.
Well, they had to do something for 40.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But like what I'm saying is, they're living up to what they're saying.
so far, the only thing that could top it for me and you was if Stone Cold came back.
That's a wet dream. A
Well, come here. Let's hope they're selling that beer again, man. That beer was beautiful.
couple of Steve Boys.
Steve Boys,
went
man.
down nice, didn't they?
The only thing was the can was small. Well,
They're
normal.
actually decent size. Can.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Well, it was a normal size can, but
Yeah.
then remember the
The tall boys.
Remember
they
the
were
tall
great.
boys,
They were solid.
yeah.
We gotta get them over.
the Coronas. Yeah, imagine them at
The
gigs.
Rock is gonna beat the tribal chief.
We went through them looking at water.
What's he gonna say next?
What is The Rock going to say? It's getting a mixed reaction though.
Yeah. The crowd's definitely splitting. Nah, come on.
We want Cody. That's what they're shouting. They're chanting, "We want Cody," man.
Not playing them, man.
Well, The Rock's a bit hesitant now with the mic. Now he's milking this. Well, look at that look.
He's really feeding into the heel character though, isn't he?
How'd you know he's a heel?
Or do you think that The Rock and Roman Reigns will be the biggest main event in the history of the WWE?
The biggest main event in the history.
Didn't work with Cena. It's not gonna work for him.
No, am I? They're related. Bloodline. True bloodline.
Alright. I love the passion. The Rock loves the passion. So, to members of the press, welcome. Glad you're here. To the WWE Universe.
We want Cody. Rocky sucks. Ho ho ho! That's some change.
That's split crowd.
I told you there was uproar after SmackDown about The Rock and Roman. I think it was all over Twitter. People were saying there's been a campaign about Cody happening. We want Cody, isn't it?
To the WWE Universe, welcome. Everyone watching around the world, welcome. And certainly to the millions
And millions of Rock fans. Man, what you think of that reaction that The Rock's getting?
Yeah, you were saying about playing into the heel now, man. This is not
Rock's fans.
this is not The Rock
welcome.
normally. Like
No.
he's usually one for the crowd.
And on top of all
I
that,
think it's because he's getting
members
the
of
reaction he's
press,
getting. He's playing more into a different character right now.
You think he's playing into a character now?
It's like I can see a different development here, like, you know. I think he might be going heel.
You think so?
Could be a strong possibility, alright.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, from one somebody's perspective, maybe he is heel, and maybe he's been babyface from another perspective. I mean,
Well, it depends on if you're a Rock fan or not, I suppose. You're gonna support him regardless, you know.
well, how many times will we get to see The Rock if more than likely? Obviously, he's going to be at Mania now.
But think of it this way, right? Like, the last year, everybody's been building up to Cody and Reigns too at Mania, right? And The Rock comes in last minute, and he's changed everything up right now. So I can see why he's getting the heat from the fans, man.
But what if it had happened last year that he had done the same thing?
But I think that everybody was expecting that last year, but it didn't happen. 'Cause they were at
Especially,
Mania
well,
last year,
we
were marking out for it.
thought it was Hollywood, we thought it was LA, and The Rock's a movie star and the whole lot. So I mean, we were expecting, but it didn't happen, and we were like, ah, well,
world watching,
well it's
I
40.
introduce you to the Cody Crybabies.
The Cody Crybabies. Oh, he's called the crowd out and being Cody Crybabies now. I love it.
I'm not heel.
He's playing it. And Roman is laughing. Paul Heyman is laughing. The Cody Crybabies. I mean, you couldn't get better than that.
Is this going to work for The Rock though? Let's pause that for a sec, right?
Okay.
He's a heel now.
Well, he seems to
Well,
be.
he's playing the heel part, right?
Okay.
Reigns is also being a heel. So what is The Rock trying to prove here? He has to get over with the fans by playing a face. But if Cody's the face and he's the heel and Reigns is the heel, it's good development there, like, man. It's interesting. Like,
Well, the thing that I think.
can you see Reigns and Rock maybe siding on a couple of things? Because they were
course.
rivals up until now, like, you know.
Of course.
So that's what he was setting out for. That's what everybody thinks, like, you know. So,
Well, were they really rivals?
well, he did say he wants to become the new head of the table.
But The
and
Rock-
Reigns doesn't want to give that up.
The Rock's always been head of the table, really, anyway. The Rock's far
Not
more.
for the last 10 years, he hasn't.
Well, he's still far more over than Reigns ever was.
That's because he's a legend, man.
But if you said to anybody walking down the street, The Rock, you know exactly who you're talking about. If you say
Maybe for the older.
if you say Roman Reigns to anybody, they might hesitate unless they're wrestling fans.
Maybe for the older wrestling fans, but even fans like ourselves who are still into the product right now, we would know Reigns. I guess the more casual fan you're talking about probably wouldn't know Reigns.
Casual fan, yeah.
You know?
So
But at the same time, though, I think Reigns is building a very good character for himself, especially over the last year or two. I'm not a fan of him, but I like where he's going with his character. He's becoming a big heel. I think I touched on this last week.
Love him, Tribal Chief.
Like, you have big heels up there, like JBL, Edge, Triple H, Ric Flair. Like, no, he's getting into that category right now where he's actually becoming a more dominant heel and holding that title for as long as what he is, man. He's getting up there with the rest of them.
I think he's getting that far on though. He's pissing people off that he's holding it that long now that people are going. The same with the matches, especially the last one at Royal Rumble that we watched. You commented on saying this, that it's the same shy as
I just think it's getting a bit stale,
yeah.
You know. But anyway, like we talked enough about it. Let's continue with the video and see.
Well, we'll see where this goes. Let's see where this goes.
It is interesting though. Getting there, like that.
Well, The Rock's agreeing with him. Or sorry, Roman is agreeing with The Rock. So
Telling you, man.
they're both laughing.
You can see the lines here.
Now, let The Rock show you all and everyone around the world. I'm going to show you something right now that is very important. It's very cool.
What?
And I think you're going to like it a lot.
What?
But regardless whether you like it
What?
or you don't
The
like
what?
it,
The Rock?
you love it, you hate it,
Oh, he's definitely playing
one
into this.
thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
The Rock getting billed. Oh. So he's gone to the he's gone to the screen, right? The crowd have been wanting him. He's gone, okay, we can say he's gone full heel now. Well, he's playing into it.
Yeah, definitely.
And just, you probably won't be able to see this screen, but we'll put a link down to what we're watching underneath. Anyway, so check it out what we're commenting on so you can go. Now we're after going from the start of this video. It's only about 22 minutes long. I know we keep stopping and starting, but you can probably pause with us and know what kind of timestamps we're pausing on. But he's after putting up a whole family tree of the bloodline, the Samoan
Bloodline.
the Samoan dynasty. Yeah. Or as Americans saying, dynasty. But anyway, so Samoan dynasty and the whole lot of them, and pretty big tree, isn't it? There's a lot of people in
I
there.
don't think there was that many of them.
Oh no, there is. But some of these aren't in WWE even. Like,
Well, let's see it. Let's see who's on the train.
have you checked out Jacob Fatilia, the Samoan werewolf?
He is on.
He's in MLW at the moment, yeah. But my god, if they do not swing him.
Is that one Rikishi's son or
He's the uncle, I think, of the Usos.
the uncle?
Another, like,
Rikishi's brother, would it
nephew. It's hard to follow them all,
Yeah.
man. They're all...
be? Well, let's see what the shit says in the train.
Right, well, let's go anyway. I think he's the Tongan kid's son, actually.
That's just like, I don't go here, man.
Says and said, he doesn't know what the hell to do, eh?
Walking around like a spare tire.
So the Rock is looking at the tree. Who's at the top?
When you look at this incredible family tree, and I want you to take a look at the very top of the tree. At the top of that tree, The Rock's grandfather and Roman's grandfather made a blood oath, in that our family in Samoan said, Ainga, Ainga forever. And if you can't see that,
Ainga. There you go. You learn something new every day.
if you can't see the fact that this is proof that there is only one dominant and powerful royal family in
Oh, do you hear what he said? One dominant and powerful royal family.
See that?
If that's not a shot at Cody, I don't know what is.
Roman Reigns is
The start of Cody's son.
main event in the history.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Say Save your booze. Save your booze.
Whatever this
If
does.
that's what you think,
Interesting.
then in simple rock speak, it doesn't matter what you think.
He's getting all the catchphrases. It doesn't matter. This is interesting.
WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia, The Rock and Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion versus the People's Champion.
Oh,
Whether you like it or you don't like it, the
right. So we'll just stop it there while it's loading. Okay. But what you think so far?
Good angle. I wasn't expecting the tree. Like,
People's Champion.
I wonder where it's going though. Like, he's obviously explained the history of it, right? But
Well, he just said Universal Champion, which I'm probably giving him too many titles. He probably shortened it for that, against the People's Champion. So, and Roman just challenged him at the start of this. The Rock's obviously accepted.
But you know the way you were saying about the royal family though, and you're saying that's the start of Cody's entrance theme, right?
Yeah, I think the start of it goes, wrestling has more than one royal family,
right.
isn't it?
But do you think Rock might be talking as well about his immediate family?
Well, he's talking, he's just after showing you the tree there, and he's saying we are the dominant family. Now, you got like the Harts, like Bret Hart and all that, that's a wrestling family. You got Guerreros, which is another wrestling family. You got the Rhodes. You got loads of them, you know what I mean? But like generations after generations, I suppose there's not, like we were just saying there, the amount of Samoans in wrestling that are all from the one family.
I get that, but what I mean is that, right, is that with The Rock and his family itself, like, is he just saying that they're this, maybe the superior?
That's what he's saying.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And is that a hit of
No,
Roman?
he's saying they're this.
But is that a hit of Roman or a hit of Rhodes?
Well, no, he's included him in that tree there, Roman.
Well,
so, we'll see anyway. Let's go. Let's go. Spit out though, isn't it?
Biggest main event in the history of professional wrestling. Bound by blood.
Oh, look at this. The Rock's after extending. Yeah, he's after. They're shaking hands. Oh. And now they're hugging. Reigns and The Rock are hugging.
Seeing the United front here.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we got Cody coming out. No music, no nothing. Cody just walked straight out.
This right here is
I think he said bullshit.
Okay, so obviously they blanked it, but Cody just came out and said this is some bullshit right here. Cause after The Rock and Roman hugging, so let's see where this is going. But I think
We don't censor these videos.
no. So they're gonna censor them videos. We'll fill in the blanks. Right. Seth Rollins is still standing there like, what the hell?
Roman, you're out here calling the shots, dictating WrestleMania 40, and as the tribal chief, as the undisputed champion, you have a lot of stroke, but it is not your right, it is not your distinction to determine the main event. It is mine. I won the Royal Rumble.
Oh, here we go. Shots fired. He's saying he won the Royal Rumble and it's his choice, not Roman's.
We had a wonderful conversation.
Heating up, man.
I had many conversations. I have made my decision.
Here we go. So who's he going for?
Is he gonna go for Reigns?
I don't
Or is he
know.
gonna go for Seth?
Oh, he's gonna announce it here. So who do you think he's going for?
It would make sense for him to go for Reigns.
Well, I think he's gonna go for Reigns, especially after The Rock just hugging Reigns there. I think and calling out bullshit.
That was interesting though. What, but like, Rock was only saying there when he came back on day one that he wanted to challenge for the head of the table. Now he's on Reigns' side.
He probably does want to challenge her there, but like, I don't know. Friendly fight.
I think it might be an inside work by Rock, bring the enemy closer and then.
I don't know. We'll see anyway. We'll continue on. Who's he going to choose? This is what we're going to see now. This was the big one. You said on Instagram that he put up earlier in the day that he made his decision, but he hasn't announced it. So let's see.
Let's see what it is.
WrestleMania 40 in the main event. I choose you, Roman Reigns.
Here we go. Reigns. He's after choosing Reigns. You call it, I call it.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Poor set though. It's been standing there for like 10
And
minutes.
look at Reigns' face. Look. This is interesting though. The Rock is standing
You must be stupid or something, huh?
beside Reigns.
This is a done deal. You're old news. Over there with the number twos. The number two will have you now.
The number 2 table will have you.
Bracket. Right there in the dummy and green. Just go leave your embarrassing
Hey,
yourself.
Graham.
Oh my god, man! When this is what I'm saying, when they're not scripted promos and they get bullet points and they're let what to say, it just comes out better.
I think so too, man. And like I've actually wanted to talk about that in this video. It's like Seth just looks like the Jolly Green Giant,
Compared to the rest of them, it's like I told you, he looks like the white balls on the feet and the green suit. He looks like a leprechaun. He's a bit early for Paddy's Day, but I mean,
Yeah.
well, it's not too far off. It's only about 5 weeks away, but I mean,
Well, look at Reigns. He's just dressed casually. And
Yeah, but-
Seth and Sable,
but you could see.
But Seth's always classy, so you gotta give it to him.
But you could see between The Rock, Roman, and
You make
Cody.
money there.
No, but between The Rock, Roman, and Cody, you could see them all dressed like this on a daily basis. Like, I doubt Seth's going to go around like that. Imagine him,
You'd be surprised, though. Like,
imagine him just walking around the house doing the dancing. Whoa!
backstage all the time, man. The camera cuts in, you can see him doing it.
Backstage. He's like shit.
Like, I know his character, but I think that's actually just him.
Well, here we go. Let's see what else my tribal chief has to say. With all the losers over there with
Let's
the
see,
second
5
place.
minutes left.
Your moment. You were only a chapter in my book. Nobody cares about your story. Nobody cares about you finishing the story.
I do.
You're embarrassing
You care
your
about
entire
it.
family now.
Oh,
You just understand this. You're irrelevant, just like your dad.
oh my god, alright, stop it there again. He just actually turned around and said, "You're irrelevant like your dad."
Yeah. And, like, that's
Wow.
like the third insult that Dusty's actually gotten over the last couple of weeks. He got one from CM Punk as well. Not only on SmackDown, but also
At the Rumble, I'm not gonna lose to
And then
Dusty's
Reigns
kid.
again.
Yeah, and
It's
now he's
like-
saying you're irrelevant like your dad. Poor old Dusty. He's not even here to defend himself.
Exactly, yeah. Well, hopefully Cody does something here now to put Reigns in his place. Like,
Well, look.
Here you are talking about family. Is that what the bloodline is? Let me ask you a question. How's Jay?
Oh. Yeet.
A meal ticket, and they are nothing but lackeys, but yes men. They're
jackets.
goons. And what is this match all about right here? Who sits at the head of the table? What does it matter when neither of you have been doing any of the cooking for 2 years?
Oh.
Earlier we had that family tree up there, and you've invoked my father before, so let me go ahead and do the same. If your grandfather was here, if the High Chief, his grandfather, was here, they'd be ashamed of you.
Whoa. Oh.
Phil!
So everybody's family's been brought into it now.
you not think, like, you know, again, going back to the Dusty thing, and now this as well in this video, right?
Yeah.
Like, some of that can't be scripted. Some of that has to come off.
Oh, it has to come off the cuff. It's coming off the, yeah.
Like, look at Punk's promo.
I don't think he can script that.
We actually haven't talked about that yet, Punk in this, alright? But some of the stuff he was saying on this press conference, man, there's no way WWE could have written those lines for him, man. That was awesome.
How would you write for CM Punk? But anyway, let's get back to it. But shots fired. So Dusty was slagged, and now you know, he's talking about Roman's family. So
Cody's defending his ass. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Oh.
Let me make something perfectly clear to you. When you talk about his family, you're talking about my family.
Oh. Oh.
When you're talking about his ancestors, you're talking about my ancestors. And when you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood. So now, we have a problem.
Oh! Okay, so The Rock just slapped Cody. He was, when you're talking about his family, you're talking about my family. When you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood.
And his ancestors.
And his ancestors. And The Rock stepped forward and pretty much said, how dare you, and smack Cody, in other words.
He done a Will Smith on him, man.
He done a what?
He done a Will Smith on him.
Will Smith. Will Smith, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Chris rocked them. Chris rocked them together. Two Rocks got slapped. Anyway, well, one Rock got slapped.
One Rock got slapped, though.
And
One
the
Rock
other-
done the slapping. There you go.
The slapper and the slappy.
The slapper and the slapper. Who's the slapper?
That's what I was thinking. The slapper. Anyway, let's
See what happens, man. Yeah.
The Rock's a slapper. Oh jeez, we're definitely getting thrown off for this.
We may have had a few beverages. Well, I have, anyway.
You have, I don't need any. Anyway. We'll be here to Paddy's Day if I get a few into me. And look at this now, you got Roman and The Rock. It's all kicked off, everybody's jumped in. You got Triple H, Aldis, and everybody is in. Oh. You got a lot of cursing going on, which is unusual. Bullshit, assholes, everything's going like that. See what he just said again. Did you see what he said? Sarah Rollins now shouting, going off. You don't get to decide and just do what you want. Yes, he do. I'm on the board now. Whoa.
So we're down to the last 20 seconds of this video.
So I think we can kind of say The Rock has gone full heel.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone proper full heel now.
That's it.
And there we go. And we will be at that WrestleMania April 6th and 7th, which we will be at. Whoa.
Just like a lot happened there, man.
And
a lot to digest.
We'll come back to this now in a second. So I'm just gonna throw a cheap plug in, by the way. That we, like I said, we will be attending both nights of WrestleMania, 6th and 7th. We will be at SmackDown though before that.
Right. With the Hall of Fame.
With the Hall of Fame is included, so I think it's SmackDown and the Hall of Fame, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
on the same show actually. Yeah.
That is on the Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Yeah, I think
Friday, yeah.
NXT. When is NXT on?
NXT is a Saturday morning. Or the afternoon.
So that's the afternoon.
Yeah.
So we'll be attending all them. We don't know about NXT. We'll see what the story with that is.
We'll see if we have enough time. We're thinking of doing maybe a couple of interviews.
So yeah, we're going to try get a few interviews before WrestleMania, see what people think, what their predictions is, maybe ask people what their favorite theme songs are and stuff, and let us know in the comment section down below what's your favorite theme song of all time.
Yep.
WWE, WWF, whatever you think, can be ECW, WCW, can be whatever.
And we've talked a lot about our predictions in this video. We'd like to hear yours as well.
We would, exactly. We've talked about what we think is going to happen a bit, but we'd like to hear yours, and we will try to get interviews with people right before Mania, and maybe after. Maybe we might get reactions after.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We want to see what people's reactions are coming out on night one.
Exactly.
Going into night two.
Night one going to night two, and then maybe night two, depending how drunk we are, maybe. But
Mania is always a good show. It's like Comic-Con for us.
But we might not even get night two. We're going to Raw as well, Raw after Mania, so we're expecting that to be wild.
Definitely.
But the Raw after Mania, we might try to get a few interviews as well. We're gonna have stuff on the channel anyway. Just keep it, keep looking, keep watching, and keep it subscribed. Now, to be honest, we might not have them up till we get back. Yep. We might try to do a live stream while we're there, but we'll see. We'll see how we can get on. We're gonna hit a few places as well while we're over there. We're gonna try to get the WrestleCon.
Yep.
I think there's a few people signing at that, so we might get a few. I know Trish Stratus is signing, Kurt Angle is signing at that.
The Hardy Boys.
Rob Van Dam.
We've seen him in OTT.
We've seen him at OTT. We got a lot of people from ECW, of course. Of course, we got the belts here, the ECW, the Land of Extreme, Philadelphia. So we will be trying to get that in. We're going to go to this cool shop, Suplex Vintage Wrestling SVW, which we checked out online.
They show vintage wrestling matches all over the shop. They got different belts, different figures, different merchandise.
I think they have a bar as well.
A bar as well. Yeah. There's one. Yeah.
So we're
saying that'll be packed out, but we'll see.
They'll probably packed out, but from what I was saying, I think they're actually having a street party down there.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. We're staying downtown Philadelphia, so we'll be doing that. And of course, you can't go to Philadelphia without seeing the Rocky Steps.
Yep.
I'm going to try to run up them.
I'll be recording him, by the way. I'm just the photographer or the videographer in this
I think it's 52 steps or something.
52 steps, you think?
It's something like that, yeah.
Because we might have to do a few takes.
Well, coming down isn't a problem. It's going up. That's what she said. Hey! But anyway, so that's our WrestleMania, kind of laid out some of it. We'll try to get around to getting some content up, and please like and subscribe and follow us. And if you'd like to see anything or have anything to throw in, please comment. We do read your comments, we do look at views, and yeah, even smart ass ones that say nothing to do with you. But yeah, we will get back to you, and if you get a smart ass with us, we'll get smart back with you. So we don't really care. We're not in the habit of throwing people off this channel. We do like opinions, so
we do.
Yeah, so that covers that. That is WrestleMania. We will be there, and yeah, check it out. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. What we just watched, absolutely shocking. The Rock turned heel, pretty much. He's on Roman's side, I think.
Before we go any further, for the people on this podcast with us having a drink, just gonna have a bit of a refill. We'll be back in like 2 seconds, alright?
Peace. Welcome back. We just got a refill, as you can see. So yeah, so let's get back to that explosive press conference.
Yeah.
Which
went down.
Yeah. So Cody is challenging Roman. I've seen the graphic for it. They already have Cody versus Roman. Where's the Rock involved in it now? Since they were challenging each other, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a triple threat.
Like,
what do you think?
SmackDown hasn't been recorded just yet. That's the time of this video, right? So let's see what happens now coming out of SmackDown. I'd say The Rock might make an appearance, might come out, talk about what happened at the press conference, and he might try to get into that angle somewhere.
Probably.
One thing that hasn't been discussed yet, though, is what's happening for Elimination Chamber. So there might be a build up for that as well.
See, Elimination Chamber, isn't that in next week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
You fly out. You're going away.
24th, you were saying last week, right?
Yeah, something around there. 24, 26. Anyway, it's that weekend. But terrible with dates.
I think you're right though, 24, man, yeah. It's on a 9:30 in the morning.
9:30. Oh, I remember it's 9:30 in the morning. So I might catch that if I'm up.
Hopefully.
If not, I'll catch it after anyway. I'm sure we'll all know what happens. But yeah, so what an explosive press conference. It's a lot to look forward to. We can't wait now. This is... I've already had some people texting me, friends of ours and all, saying, Jesus Christ, you pick some WrestleMania to go to. This is going to be explosive. WrestleMania 40, of course, it's a big one, and we were expecting a big one. We didn't know what to expect this year. It didn't look too hot before the Royal Rumble.
It's definitely shaping up to be a good one.
And then, I think plans have changed with Seth Rollins with the CM Punk thing. I think they were going that way till he got injured.
That is true, and you were saying there wasn't much happening beforehand, but like, you got a lot of people in the background there, like, you had Punk, like you were saying, yeah, McIntyre.
Well, let's just hit on Punk. Well, we'll hit on Punk in a minute. I tell you what, we're going to move on anyway, because we could talk about The Rock and Cody and Reigns all night. It's just going to be massive. It is going to be one of the biggest. I can't think of bigger, and we were at last year and we thought it was big, but this is bigger.
You mentioned a few points though as well before the video went off there about The Rock bringing realness into it, where he's saying, don't open your mouth about my family, I'm on the board, I can say what I want. Like,
of course.
Like
there's stuff that wasn't scripted. There's no way.
I'm liking these shoots, I'm liking these promos, they're really good.
I'm liking the way to get more freedom. Yeah. It seems real, and it seems like more like the Attitude Era, off the cuff. I'll say stuff to you now and apologise to you later, kind of job.
Weren't you saying there, the last one, that Triple H
in the press conference, he said he hasn't experienced hype or anything like this since the Attitude Era, yeah, and he hasn't put a label on it, so. But anyway, listen, we'll move on. Like I said, we could talk about this all night, and we probably will eventually talk about it. But let's go.
Dedicated to The Rock.
So we're gonna go a quick one here, quick shoot, because we thought it was funny as well. We'll mention the funny part in a minute. Mammy versus the Man, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. It's looking like now Becky Lynch still has to go to Elimination Chamber and go through that if she gets a title.
And
and
Rhea also has Nia Jax to get through as well.
Of course. So we'll have a look anyway. We're just going to play this quick video. I think it's only 3 minutes long. So just bear with us.
For whoever it is that wins that.
So here we go. Rhea Ripley.
Because to me, it doesn't matter who that person is. You know why? Because Mommy is always.
Mommy's always on top. Are you getting that t-shirt?
That's how the phones are.
Here we go, Becky Lynch. Right here in Dublin, Ireland. Cheap up.
I like the attire though. Matching Rhea.
All the leather?
I know what you're thinking right now.
I don't think you do. No idea what I'm thinking.
I
Dorsey.
don't think I want to know what you're thinking.
No, you don't know what I'm thinking.
You think that you could have a big time WrestleMania press conference without big time backs now, did you?
I'm just gonna back the big time. Nah, I prefer the Man then.
Because the man's coming around to Las Vegas.
Up the dubs.
You up the tubes. Welcome home, Kerry. You up the tubes. I'll explain what that is in a minute as well.
Officially in the Elimination Chamber for the first time ever.
Should be good, though.
There's not a first time ever though this year, isn't there?
Yeah.
In the Elimination Chamber for the first time ever.
Seems to be that as everybody finishing the story is what they're going for right now. Like, huh?
That in front of all your little friends and family in your home country, the Man will challenge you for your title at WrestleMania.
Come here, that was a great match last year with her and Charlotte. So, I mean, Becky Lynch. I can't see her going on much longer since she's had a kid. Can you?
Like, I can see it working. Like, we're a set. They're at the peak of their careers right now.
Would you think she's not going to take time off to be a man?
Women can do it all these days.
No, I suppose. Sexist Aaron, you're right.
Mommy versus the man for the first time ever.
I like the ring of that as well. Mammy versus the man.
That is,
Or the man.
of course,
The man.
you can get Nia Jax first.
Do you want to take this one about Nia Jax? Right, so you probably won't be able to hear here, right? So we're gonna pause this room. Right.
But then the crowd reactions come in.
The crowd reactions come in when she says it's Mammy versus the man anyway, right?
Yeah. And then someone.
And you have to go through Nia Jax first. If you listen closely to the video with the crowd reaction, I didn't even catch this. Memo did. Memo got this with sharp hair, and obviously my years are gone from listening to heavy metal and loud gigs and stuff.
Festivals and all that.
But yeah,
But
I'll let you take it.
there's a Rob Schneider quote given in this by somebody. Like, now,
Is it Rob Schneider, is it?
if you watch Deuce Bigelow, you get it straight away. But have a little, like I'm not gonna say it is, alright, but have a look back at this video and just listen out for it during this segment right here that's coming up.
Right, well, we'll skip the segment, then I will say it, I will tell it.
You say it doesn't matter who you face. It doesn't matter who you
Matter.
face.
What she said matter, love that. Yeah.
It's like the Conor McGregor team, man. They always have to emphasize what they're saying for the Americans.
Think they have to slow it
actually hear what they're saying.
Yeah, you were my translator last year, nobody understood me.
Well, like,
Especially when I was drunk.
yeah, that's true.
But anyway, listen, since it's stopped and all that, I'm gonna just tell you what he says. So she mentions Nia Jax, and I have to go through Nia Jax versus somebody in the front row in the crowd. All he says, "She a big bitch." All you hear is, we are. We were wetting ourselves, going, "What? Did you hear that?" Yeah.
Because mommy's always on top, huh?
So, Mammy's on top. By the way, didn't pay the electric bill again. Sorry for the buffering. It just is what it is. But here we go. We're back. And we're buffering again. But anyway, what do you think about this match? Do you think it will be a good one?
First time ever, like you said. It's shaping up to be a good one. Like, we all know Becky's a good wrestler. Same with Rhea. Like, Rhea's really proven herself over the last year or two, I think. Like, she's really become one of those mainstay stays, which is great. And her character is brilliant. Her mic work is brilliant. And she backs up in the ring, man. But Becky is also the same, so this is going to be a good ride.
I really do like what she's doing with the Judgment Day. Do you think the Judgment Day is holding her back now, though?
Did you not see a couple of weeks ago what Priest said to her, though? It was on Raw. He said, "Stop getting involved in me and Finn's business," because she keeps setting up matches for the Judgment.
Yeah,
So I can
because
see
she
her
thinks
becoming-
she's the leader, though.
Yeah.
Even though they said they don't have a leader.
There has to be a leader, though. We're fraction that big, man. And I'd say it.
I think it's
is Rhea. Right.
Yeah, you called me sexist earlier, but I think it's refreshing to see a girl as the leader of a group,
So too, yeah. But what I was gonna say was,
especially somebody like Rhea.
just about her getting involved and making matches for Judgment Day, I could see a divide happening there between her and Priest, which has been coming for a while now. To be fair,
But-
I think it has to have truth in there, like, you know, giving a bit of comedic effect.
But
like,
I can see
So-
Priest getting kicked out of Judgment Day, not her.
that could happen. But look at the amount of matches that Priest has been having as a singles competitor, not even as a tag team. He went over on Drew there only a couple of weeks ago.
I suppose. Well, we'll see. And he still Mr. Senior Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. He was in
Hang
the
on,
top.
hang on.
Was he in the top 5 for Royal Rumble as well? But
I think I have a contract in there somewhere.
he was part of the last 5 for the Royal Rumble as well. That's 2 years in a row. They're building out to be something bigger. Look at the rivalry he had with Bad Bunny there last year as well, man.
That was very good.
massive.
That was very good. That
So
was
he
that
could break
Backlash. That was Backlash Puerto Rico. Remember that match?
Exactly. And he could break
Surprised
out
that
as a
Big
singles competitor, man. He could be big in that.
I was surprised that Bad Bunny actually in that. But anyway, we'll continue on. We'll see if we're back.
You say it doesn't matter who you face.
Matter.
Who you face because mommy's always on top. Huh? But it does matter, Rhea. It does matter who you face because I have made a legendary career knocking Golden Girls off their top spot.
That was a good one.
So,
Think so?
mommy is gonna learn what it's like to be a bottom.
A lot of sexual innuendos happening here. On top, bottom.
Because that's what happens when the man comes around.
There we go. There we go. We got Rhea and Becky. It's shaping up to be. If they don't go that way, I'd be shocked.
Like,
That's a nice ring to it. Mammy versus the man. So, but and they're both big. They're both superstars.
Get together, Pierce.
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 who was that?
Adam Pearce, the general manager.
Oh,
of
wait,
Raw.
no, that's Adam Pearce. He was on the mic telling Pearce to get it together.
Oh, Pat McAfee. He's slagging him. I like him on the mic.
I don't like it.
What do you think of Adam Pearce and Aldis, Nick Aldis
I like
as general
Aldis'
managers?
character. I like Aldis'
It's a different approach.
He's playing a heel as a general manager, which hasn't happened.
I don't think he's playing a heel. I don't think he's playing a heel. I think he just doesn't care. I think Aldis is one of these that'll stab you in the back to get anywhere.
But he's the only person, the only manager, say, to put Reigns in his place. Didn't let him get what he wanted.
But this is what I'm saying.
Stop
I
that
think he
area.
will stab anybody in the back to do business for himself. He doesn't care about anybody.
We'll see what happens at the
I
start.
like it anyway. So,
Can we just talk about Adam Pearce though?
yeah.
Is he like? He's always saying he needs a drink, man. Is he a bit of an alcoholic?
I need a drink. Hey, let the man have a
He's a bit
drink.
of Irish in us.
Maybe. So, I'm gonna try deal here is we'll try this, right, and we'll see now. We're gonna we've got the man versus Mammy, which I think is a solid match to have.
Definitely.
Because I can't see who else do you think is going to face. Can you see anybody else facing Rhea at the moment? I can't.
I think Jax is a good competitor, but I don't.
Do you really want to see Jax injure her?
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she has put a lot of people on the shelf, right? But I just don't think her character's that over as a heel just yet to actually give her the belt. But I think she's the only one that could probably actually knock Rhea even for
Well, she did come back and she did. Remember, she did. I don't remember the name. It was the old. I call it the bonsai drop because it used to be Yokozuna's move.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it that. Remember, she came back when she returned. She done that on Rhea.
for those. Can't think. But yeah,
The botch drop.
what do you want to call it?
The botch drop. I mean, she hurt so many people with it. So that's that. And I don't even know what other matches really are shaping up for Mania. Do you?
Not at the moment.
But there's still time.
One thing that hasn't been discussed just yet either is the Hall of Fame. No one's been inducted just yet.
Not yet. But this is going to be interesting.
But it's only been 5 entries the last.
I tell you one person not going in. Vince McMahon. I don't think he's ever going in. It's probably just as well they never did induct him into that Hall of Fame.
It's his Hall of Fame though, man.
Well, it's not anymore. So, anyway, we'll move on. And the funny thing of this whole press conference, we'll try to get it up here in a minute if we can, and we'll comment on it if we can. But CM Punk on commentary. Well, I suppose you want to call it commentary. with Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, Big E, and there was somebody else, wasn't there? But anyway, it's not important.
Michael Cole.
I said Michael Cole.
You did.
But them all on the commentary and CM Punk going, you can't just go around hitting people like that and slapping people. I think, as you know, bosses can't go around slapping people. Here we go. We got it here. So
We got Booker T there as well.
Listen,
No, sorry.
Cody's way too different.
Here we go.
If somebody slaps you, you gotta bust them right back in the mouth. That's what I would have done.
somebody slaps you, you gotta bust them right back in the mouth. CM Punk says that's what I would have done. That's not a throwback to AEW when he slapped Jungle Boy the shit out of him. And then he says bosses can't go around slapping people. Tony Khan was fearing for his life, he said, against CM Punk. If you know, and there's an inside joke, I think he's trolling a few people, but
I think so too.
he looks...
Again, Punk's lines aren't written for him here, man.
No, well, we'll just see what else he has to say here. Hang on. It's
See Cody punch Rock right in the face. Who wants to see Cody punch Rock in the face?
He wants to see Cody punch Rock in the face.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to happen. Listen, like I said, Rock did not throw me over the top rope in the Royal Rumble. Cody won the Royal Rumble. It is his shot to call.
Oh, did you see that?
That's what I'm
Go
saying.
pause
Big E,
that
your
for a
thoughts?
second, right?
Right.
Rock is only starting to hear what CM Punk is saying there. His mic is put off. That's what he's saying. Why am I out of talk? He would have shut Punk down there if that had happened.
Oh, that's what he's saying. He's kind of looking at Punk, yeah. I seen
I'm
that.
going to go a little bit off here for a second, but I'm going to make a good point. Did you see Hogan's 40-year thing there a couple of weeks ago?
I missed it. I only seen a bit of it, but I missed it.
He put so many people over, but when it came to Punk, though, you could hear in his voice the hatred. It was so
But remember why Punk left
reluctant to
him?
actually put him
Remember
over.
why
Because of what
Punk-
Punk said about
Yeah,
Hogan a couple of years ago.
remember why Punk left in the first place about, 15 years ago now, or whatever it was?
10 years ago, yeah.
Because they wanted him to fight Triple H, and The Rock was getting the main event at WrestleMania, and he walked.
Exactly.
So maybe there's a long-term story to this when Punk comes back. There's so many ways they can go with Punk. But anyway.
Well, we know that Punk
Man, that's
and
close
Rock
to it,
only
man.
had their angle
That's,
only 10 years ago.
I don't know what we're building. Are we looking at it? Looks like a tag. I love that. I don't know where this is going. I have no idea. And we have, 2 months until WrestleMania.
And there's another thing, right? With, like Big E said, I don't know where this is going. I can't call it. Nobody knows at the moment which way it's going. But just let's hit on that note. Big E. Poor old Big E.
Yeah.
Remember that? Did you see that one with Rich Holland? The belly, the backdrop that he took, and it didn't go right, and he fell right in his neck. Well, it looked.
Similar injury to Madcap Moss, and he walked away from it. Big E wasn't so lucky though.
Well, it was out on the floor. I think
Yeah,
Madcap happened in the in the ring.
He landed right on his neck, man. It looked like a spring going up.
He popped right up. He did, but Big E didn't pop right up.
That's the thing.
And to be honest, he's still out, and I don't know when he. There's no sign that he'd be back.
But you said something to me earlier about this with his movements.
Yeah, if you're looking at this interview, look at Big E. He's not moving his head like this. He's not moving around like that. He seems to be moving his body when
And
he's
just at the
talking.
very
He seems to
start-
be. He
The
seems
very
to be
start of
moving.
this press conference, he came in with McAfee doing a little dance, which I thought was pretty good. Cole asked him how he's doing. He said, "My health's very good." Like, and then Aaron touched on this point. So, like,
But he did say he can't put a date when he'd be back. He doesn't know.
but-
Which to me
but
is.
But as you said, is you let him on those injuries not as bad as what it is, or could it be worse than what we're?
I think it's worse. I think it's worse because he would have been back at this stage, and he's a former world champion.
Definitely.
So let's see where we're going with this now. But poor old Big E. We hope he gets better.
I hope so. I think that's what the New Day are missing right now. Like,
Big time. But I think they need to
go.
go.
A good angle with Imperium now.
I think they need to move in a different direction away, though. Nearly, I nearly even. The New Day need to be more serious, I think.
But you know, hear Kofi. I was going to say to you, you know, hear Kofi's promo though only a couple of weeks ago. He said that everybody knows the New Day is unicorns, big booties, like
Bootios.
like being appealing for the kids, but they can get real when they need to. Like, look at them in Imperium's angle where he went outside the ring and went through the table.
Do you remember the original?
I just think Big E needs to be the enforcer there coming in. That's one.
But do you remember the original promo for the New Day? They were all in suits and everything. if you go back and look,
About 10 years ago.
yeah, if you go back and look, the original promo, I don't think they were meant to be unicorns and all that in the first place. So maybe they need to go that way. It's run its course. If they need to change and get more serious, I think. But anyway,
I think so too, but they're also entertaining as well. And you
yeah,
need that,
yeah.
you know?
But that's a different story for another day, and we'll move on. But hopefully Big E gets better, and hopefully his neck is okay.
We hope he has a beat.
So my eyes will be peeled. It's there's a lot to digest right there.
It's so many questions. I mean, what happens to the World Heavyweight Championship and Seth Rollins? Pat, you've been a big supporter of The Rock throughout all this. Your thoughts on what happened
Well,
tonight?
The Rock just went to bat for his entire family. His
You're right,
entire
though.
bloodline got offended. Smacked Cody right in the mouth.
See, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins almost came to the defense of Cody to The Rock. And then on the way out, I think we overheard The Rock saying, we'll do whatever the hell we want here. It's almost like a little flexing from the bloodline. For everything they've earned, The Rock obviously on Mount Rushmore. You're talking about Roman Reigns. This guy has his own
Canadian?
Mount Rushmore for being the greatest of all time.
Hmm?
And
Is
they
he
just want to
Canadian?
remind the world.
No, he's not.
Weird
We
accent.
want Cody.
Play for the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys.
Here too, isn't
And
it?
he finally came out here and he did what he earned the right to do, and that was pick who he wants to face at WrestleMania. So if it's Cody and Roman at WrestleMania, CM Punk, can Cody finally finish the story?
I think he can, but he's going to have to start swinging back. You know, you just can't let a man slap you in the face. I'd be ripping out eyeballs. I'd be punching people. Because
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
I'd be ripping out eyeballs and punch people. I like Punk's attitude though, I do.
Rock is not only the biggest star on
can't
the
sta-
planet, but he's also
You're not gonna take it if I just stand there and slap you.
He's also, as we know, he has his ties with Nick Khan. He's got a lot. He's got a lot up against him, man. Good luck to Cody.
All very valid, but
I
also.
meant to say no, Aaron, I'm not. I said, you're not gonna stand there if I slap you and just take it.
Talk about him, you're talking about me.
Sorry,
They
I'm
about
listening
this.
to Big E.
I mean, what the hell were they thinking about doing the entire WWE right now?
Well, my question is now, what happens to Seth Rollins? He's the World Heavyweight Champion. He's been disrespected for a number of weeks now. They're calling it the B Team, the secondary title.
you're asking the wrong guy. Seth went on national television. He said, oh my God, so I have no love lost for him. He's another guy. I think he's got to stop with the stylist, and he's got to take his balls out of his purse, and he's got to punch somebody in the mouth.
Oh.
That's what Seth's got to do.
Big
So no love lost between Punk and Rollins there. He's gotta take his balls out of his purse and stop with his stylist. Love
And
it.
just one thing.
There's no way they can write that.
Exactly. No, definitely not scripted, man. Punk is talking from the heart there, right? But one thing I want to say as well, Aaron, look at that screen right now. We got Roman, you know, Cody. You were talking about the shot from earlier. Like, no, that's
That's what I'm saying. They already have the graphics up, so yeah, well, it seems official.
Again, we talked about this on the pre-show before all this happened. I mean, you worked hard just like Cody Rhodes to finally win the WWE Championship. Cody has to finish the story. This is massive pressure on Cody now at WrestleMania. There's not going to be a
I think he does have to finish it.
This is it, man. This is it, man. And I got chills when Cody was cutting that promo because I think back to where he was when he left.
As much as I hate to say, I think he needs to finish it. If he doesn't finish it,
To come back, to have the fans behind him, to have this much support, this much love, to have the fire in his belly, like this is the time. It's right now. It's not next year. It's not SummerSlam. You got to do it now. So step on the gas and make sure it's done.
So, Pat, that's what we learned here, right?
right, so we'll stop this anyway, because they go on and on and on.
Championship.
I think they go on and on and on. We'll stop that there, and we'll see. Well, they just made a good point there in that thing. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, we'll go back here. One more point before we move on. I think if Cody doesn't win at Mania, do you think he's buried?
I don't want to think that. And because he's fought so hard to get to where he is. Like, you look at Cody
Well, these
Rhodes from this
matches-
WWE, right? He started off with a gimmick with Orton and with Ted DiBiase's son, right? And he built himself up from there. Got the Stardust gimmick, right?
Yeah.
Had to go to the Indies, built up a star there, went over to AEW, became the biggest thing in AEW at one stage, right? And now he's back in WWE and trying to climb up that mountain again to get to where his dad was at one stage. If they give it to Rock after all this time with their own, man, that's going to completely bury his character. I really hope that doesn't happen. But judging off what WWE done in most recent years, could be a high possibility. But at the same time, though, right?
But does
Cody
that
is so over right now.
not put him back to Mid Carter? if he did. Yeah, I think he's done. Is he not done?
I think no matter what WWE tried to do, like O'Brien only a couple of years ago, right? As much as what they want to actually bury his character, I don't think the fans will let them do that.
I don't think so. I don't think he can lose. Even though I love Reigns, I don't think Cody can lose this. Anyway, I'm just going to show one more thing, and then we are going to move on to our next subject, which will be the Iron Claw, which we went to see tonight. So, but I have one more piece of business before we move on to that.
More piece of business.
I know.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. I don't think you've seen this. I've seen this now.
A lot just
so Triple H.
Can you get some sort of comment on
backstage.
On what the heck is going on here?
So just let me put some context in this. This is Triple H backstage after the fact. We're after getting the comments from CM Punk and Big E and all that. We're only previous to that. We're after seeing The Rock and Roman Reigns and Cody and Rollins and the whole lot. Like we've all gone through. But this is Triple H's thought on. This is his thought on. What just transpired. So
look, in moments like this are difficult, right? Everybody sort of goes into business for themselves. Hard to say what just went on right there. A lot of tension right now, a lot of egos, a lot of
The Rock just passed Triple H with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman.
And he's coursing like a sailor. He's saying you better sort this fucking shit out.
Rock's not happy.
You gotta fix it. Have them our family again, and that's what happens. It's out of line. You know it. It's not out of line. How much? Have them. You don't fix it, we will. Have them family again.
So they've actually cut some of this out. They actually edited this because it's on YouTube. But The Rock came with the Triple H, pretty much said, you better fix this, blah, blah, blah. Triple H says, you're completely out of order. You went into business for yourself. And The Rock just pretty much coursed him out, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, don't let him talk about my family again like that, and then dropped a couple of F-bombs.
Which is pretty
It's going to go crowd reaction. And they were back to Triple H giving us thoughts on this one.
You're lucky you are too.
So how do you fix this? You can't fix it. Cody made a choice. I don't know how you do this.
No, this is how you fix it. Personal issues can be solved when men fight. Let him fight. If he's mad, just say something about his family, punch him in the teeth. If he got his hands put on him, punch him in the teeth. That's how you solve things. It's pro wrestling, for God's sake. Let's go. Hey, second.
Oh, did Punk just say wrestling?
Yes.
On WWE?
Yes, he did. And nobody is going to stop Punk. And not only that, he said wrestling, punch him in the face, get it in the ring, let's go. I love Punk's attitude. I think he's up for a fight. So, we'll stop that there. That's pretty much the WWE talk now. And
but I think just before we move
on, because you haven't seen it, so
this is what we do. We build conflict, and I want to see some violence too.
Since I came back, there's a lot of man buns in the WWE.
Man buns. Hey, don't be slagging a man bun.
If you follow,
I got man bun.
Punch people in the face. Let them fight. You and I can talk about it, right? Yeah, we can talk about it. When was the last time we seen Rock like that, by the way?
Ladies and
Is that the
gentlemen,
way the WWE's headed? I love that.
thank you to Pat McAfee. Thank you to Big E. Thank
everybody on.
Michael Cole.
And that's the, he's on time restraints.
No, I think it's because they went off script there.
Probably.
58 days away.
And Cole's become very good at that recently.
58 days, man. And here we are. This is where we're going, of course. But, yeah, the weekend is down the music tour. I wonder if he's going to perform on it.
You may do it national anthem. That's actually a good,
The weekend. Not blind the lights and all.
yeah. I know, I thought you meant actually do national anthem. He was actually going to be the artist doing it this year. Like, go for Land of the Free or the American national anthem. I was sure. But,
He'll probably still be trying to get
actually,
in.
post it on the comments down below, guys. Don't know to actually say who might be doing the national anthem this year. Maybe you might know something that we don't know, so it'd be great to hear your thoughts. Like, no.
But, yeah. So, that's pretty much where we are with it. That's the press conference, and explosive to say the least.
Very explosive.
And I can't tell where we're going. Well, if Big E and CM Punk don't know where they're going with it, I don't.
See, you have to look at Triple H's face though there in the last couple of minutes of that segment. Like,
you see what he's been called?
He doesn't know what his reaction is because he's thinking, I have probably like he's the head of creative right now.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right?
He's doing a great job.
Oh, he's doing a brilliant job, right? But he's written lines for The Rock, Punk, for whoever else was in that press conference tonight, and I think a lot of them have gone off script. But like that is good TV.
But this is the most exciting I've seen this in a while. It felt like a fight. It felt like there was something to gain and something to be lost.
Yeah, and see, the thing about it is, like, they're buying more into their market, like with UFC and all that, where they have like the weigh-ins and the talking smack and all that. That's what wrestling always was.
But that press conference was good.
More real, like,
yeah, that was good.
Like, oh, man.
Imagine that press conference in Dublin.
Oh, man.
Remember the UFC one with McGregor? Now I know we're not as big as fans, but right. Anyway,
actually, that's an interesting topic now with the whole Endeavour buyover, right? Do you think we might see McGregor in WWE soon?
Maybe. You never know.
Sell it online, and it might be a possibility.
It might be an appearance. I don't think he has the stamina for it.
Anyway, moving on. We'll talk about that.
But well, do you know what? No, before we move on, there was an interesting one that JD McFunko Pop is what I'm calling him.
Did you actually see
Jim Cornette saying
Rhea? Rhea. We keep calling her Rhea. Rhea there only a couple of weeks ago on Raw, where she was said that she had a big head, and she actually went to JD McDonough and say, speaking of big heads, and she actually acknowledged the fact that he's a big head, like, you know.
But anyway, in fairness, JD McDonough, he did say he wants to see WWE in Crow Park. I doubt it, but I can't see it. I says, in saying that,
I thought that was a joke, man. Did he actually say that?
He did actually say that.
Man.
I can't see WWE doing the Aviva or something.
They actually do have a non-televised show here now very soon.
Yeah, well, that's live events, but I'm talking about, like, we got Bash in Berlin, we got Backlash in France, yeah. So we could see them doing a secondary live event, maybe like they had Clash at the Castle. Maybe they could do like a TLC in Dublin.
We got to see Money in the Bank here as well.
Something like that. You're gonna at least get 40-odd thousand more.
In the UK last year, done it in London, like, you know.
So you never know. Well, hopefully. But anyway, that's speculation. But anyway, let's move on. We did just go see, and we're kind of revved up after this. Yeah. We are just back. What?
Hence the beers.
We are just back from seeing the Iron Claw, the movie about the Von Erich family.
Great film, man.
Very good.
Start to finish, always gripped. Like,
very good.
Such a good story.
I think it's very good, but if you're not a wrestling fan,
even for the casual fans, though,
there's a lot of casual people today at it as well.
But I just find, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Zac Efron starting off with the High School Musical thing and all that, but he has definitely become a great actor.
He got buffed. He worked out for this.
During the film, do you think that's a bodybuilding? No, do you think that's actually him? That's actually him.
I seen him and the other fella playing Kerry. I can't think of the actor's name.
Yeah, he's in that.
Meat, isn't it, or something? Or
The Bear or something like that.
The Bear. He's in that. The Bear. He's in that, but I can't think of his name. But they worked out for that. I actually seen the clips of them doing it. They buffed up for that.
I have a question for you though. What do you think about the whole Ric Flair character though? They showed the promos before.
Disgraceful. Absolutely shocking. Do not tell me now. I'm looking right at the camera here. Do not tell me there is nobody else that could play Ric Flair better than him. No wrestler. How do you not get a professional wrestler like MJF? MJF had a second. Blink and you miss it. Had a second in the movie. How come you could not even put a wig on him and let him play Ric Flair and have the talking and the styling and the profiling? He didn't even get the wheel right. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Woo!
Like, we watched it in one of our local cinemas.
Shocking.
No one done the wheel. Even in the crowd, like, you know.
Didn't get the woo! No. You know, but
yeah, but like, I think it's gonna be a good film that comes back into the wrestling community.
Hang on. That pissed me off with Ric Flair. That really pissed me off with the Ric Flair thing. Even though it was only 5 minutes out of the film, 10 minutes, didn't do it justice. I can't see Ric Flair sitting there and going, "Oh yeah, that's great."
Actually, that's a good point. Let's see what Flair's thoughts are.
He's probably been
It only premiered there in the US. I think it was back in December time.
But I think it'd be a classic film up there with The Wrestler, with Mickey Rourke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
it's up there kind of with that. That if you enjoy The Wrestler, I definitely think you'll enjoy that. What do you think? I've seen The Wrestler a few times. It's pretty sad. It's a sad movie. Don't get me wrong. Do not go to this movie thinking, "Oh, it's going to be a good time, happy, and all this." It's not. If you know the backstory of Von Erichs,
we don't want to give any spoilers right now, okay? But if anybody knows the Von Erich story, you won't be surprised. But how they actually progressed that throughout the film, how they done the character development, how they made you like fall in love with the characters, like, you know, to see what happened to them next. You know, it's a very tragic story.
It is tragic.
And again, the happy grip from the start to the very end, like, you know.
It's all based in Texas.
And I have to say again, Zac Efron brought that film along. Like, you know, done a great part from start to finish, and you know, hats off to him. And I'm sure he's going to get a lot of respect from the wrestling community as well.
He plays Kevin Von Erich in it, so he's pretty good in that. And if you don't know the Von Erichs, they're Texas first wrestling family. They're very famous. Back in the territory days of wrestling, before WWF hit, when it was back as a regional territory.
And if you want
world class championship wrestling, WCCW. Actually,
if you want the full story about them, there's also an episode of Dark Side of the Ring where they go in depth to what happened to the family.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what series or episode it is.
I think it's series 2. Series 3?
It's series 2 or 3, I think. I'm not sure.
And it's narrated by Chris Jericho, which I think is...
It's pretty good. It is, but it goes in and out, and it's about... I'd say it's about 45 minutes long, 50 minutes. Dark Side of the Ring is. And if you were going to see this movie and don't know anything about them, I'd probably say watch that before you go see this movie. But you still can go in and watch it without... No,
actually about Flair though. What do you think about the actor that played Harley Race though? Think he done the part well?
I thought he played him well. Yeah. He looked more like Harley Race, and Harley Race is very dry, and that was Harley Race done. I thought they done him a bit better. Yeah. They could have done him a bit better, but they did do him good.
I think they got Brody's character just right as well, Bruiser Brody. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they were kind of fillers.
I like the backstage segment though where they were doing out the match. You know.
I think they could have got. I think people playing the wrestlers, they could have actually got wrestlers to play the wrestlers.
Because that did happen actually in the wrestler. R-Truth was actually one of the wrestlers that he faced.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of indie wrestlers.
Eli Skipper was the fella at the end of the wrestler.
Yeah.
Against the Ram, you know. He was, that was actually Ring of Honor, that one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's where the end of it.
So, it looked well with a sportatorium in Texas, which is mad famous. The Von Erichs mad famous. I suppose I have a question for you. You enjoyed it. Is it worth the watch?
Definitely. From a wrestling fan's perspective, I would give it a 9.8 out of 10. And the only reason why I'd give that 0.2 off is because I just find they could have showed more footage of what actually happened back then. I found it was very organic, like what they were doing with the film, but they didn't show enough highlights from what actually happened back then, which what you would see in other films like that, you know. But bar that though, man, great flick from start to finish. Now,
I'll just before you move on with that point, I think you're right about the footage and the movies, but I don't think there's much footage from that left.
That's true, yeah.
From that era left, and not only that, and the footage that is left, I think WWE owns it.
Well, I'm just thinking though as well.
No, hang on. I think WWE owns it, and then NWA owns it, which Billy Corgan owns NWA, and obviously, who owns WWE now? TKO own WWE now at the moment, and I think to get them to would have been hard. you would have to pay a lot of money.
I agree, but like I think the bits where they showed Kerry when he was in WWF, they could have showed a little bit more of that, like, you know.
They could have. They probably could
And
have.
Ric Flair and NWA at the time.
I think they could have had more newspaper clippings, more flashbacks, more stuff like that. A few real, like Texas Stadium, where we seen where he won the NWA title, Kerry wins the NWA title, and I think they could have done a bit more footage of that, real footage. But anyway,
Great film.
it's a good film. It's worth a watch. I'm gonna be a bit
What's
more.
your rating, actually?
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be a bit more hard on it. I think I'm gonna give it about. I'm gonna give it a 7. 7 out of 10.
Why would you take the tree off?
Taking the tree off for the dodgy wrestling, and like we just said there, not even the dodgy wrestling, just that get wrestlers in, get wrestlers to play wrestlers, and then not only that, like obviously you can't tell me they're not experienced on camera wrestlers. And then the other thing is, I think I could have had, like you said, a bit more footage, a bit more paper clippings, a bit more context. Even the opening of it that we were watching, you're kind of just straight into the film. You're straight into wrestling. You're straight into the Von Erichs. It starts a bit when they're kids, but not much. It kind of just skips over a lot. Now, not that I want it to be a 3-hour film. I don't want to be sitting 3 hours up in the fucking cinema and, you know, my arse going numb, and especially in the uncomfortable seats we were in. But anyway,
I don't know, man. I thought it was good, and it didn't run too much over. It was the right length to have the film at, like, you know.
100%.
And there was a lot of story to it.
I just think there could have been a bit more.
A lot of aspects of it, to be fair, as well. I
Yeah,
know it was
they
only
did.
a short timeline they went over, but
Well, like I said, without spoiling the film too much or revealing too much of it, obviously this was from Kevin's point of view. This is from Kevin's experience, Kevin's story, and what he thought happened. Because we're not going around the film for anybody else that hasn't watched it, but if you know the Von Erich story and you know what happened, you know why, and you know why it's from Kevin's point of view, and let's just leave it at that, I suppose.
100%.
But overall, I definitely recommend going to see it, especially if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But
Might even be one for the lads to bring the girls to for Valentine's Day, like.
I don't know that. I think
It's a nice little love story.
I think you might end up sleeping on your own with that.
Like the Deadpool one all over again, right? That's a bit. It's a love story when you think of it.
Well, yeah.
A lot of killings in it.
A lot of killing. Well, there is drugs, sex, and rock and roll in the movie, so I mean.
That's the 70s, man. And can I just say as well, the Little Rush tribute was brilliant as well, even though Aaron wasn't a big fan of it.
I do like that Tom Sawyer song. I was only messing up. But anyway, listen, we've covered a lot tonight. Like we said, hopefully it can catch us. We will be doing an Elimination Chamber one, hopefully.
Hopefully.
This is probably our first kind of watch along kind of commentary on anything so far.
Yeah. And we hope you like it.
We hope you like it, and we hope you come back.
Give us a few likes.
We hope you give us a few likes, yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button if you want to see one of our videos.
Turn on the bell, yeah.
And as Aaron was saying as well, this is our first watch along video as well. We do hope to do a live one very soon when we get more up and rolling with things, like, you know. But thanks for tuning in, lads, and I hope you've had a good one, because
and like he said, exactly, like he said, like, subscribe and follow, and do watch the channel, because we will be uploading stuff from Mania, the home of VCW, of course, and yep, peace out.
Peace.
Boom.